Hello, once again, everybody. I just wasted 35 precious minutes watching porn. Um, didn't relapse. I mean, of course, viewing porn. If you want to go into that realm of relapse, I guess you could say I relapsed with viewing it. Not, I guess I literally did relapse with viewing it because I viewed it. But for me, a full relapse. For me, that is a slip up, in my opinion. For me, a full relapse is a. Some people actually call it slip up. I'm gonna get into the full relapse, of course. Some people call it slip up. Some people actually call it slip up. Call it a slip up, even when you watch porn and ejaculate with it, because depending on how long you haven't done it for. Some people say it doesn't take away their courage, their confidence, and they still feel the same that they did when they were confident the other day or the next day. Me personally, when I fully relapse, I do not feel confident anymore or anything. Everything is gone. But when I slip up by viewing porn but not ejaculating to it, I feel exactly the same as I did before. Like, basically what I'm saying is I feel like I didn't watch porn hours later. I don't feel like I watched it. Now, of course, accountability still needs to be taken. That's what this is, me making this video. But yeah, that's my standpoint on it. I don't feel like I relapsed because I didn't do what I usually do. The whole entire goal is to not view porn and ejaculate to it. I mean, of course, I'm trying not to watch it at all either, because viewing it leads up to that. It almost led up to that today, but I guess I was just lucky. I mean, I was very lucky today. I believe that I was basically, I guess God had other plans or something, because there's not many times, I've said it before, there's not many times where you view porn for more than like 10 minutes, you're gonna make it out of it. You're most likely gonna relapse. But for me, I didn't, and that gives me another chance to keep moving forward and not making dumb decisions like today. Um, Also, I wanted to talk about some things like, I feel like I'm starting to feel like everything happens for a reason. Even I've always felt like that kind of, but I'm just gonna explain why I'm saying that. Like, just the people I've met, so much stuff has happened to me. Like, and I don't think I really been looking at it really, but I was like just the people I've met, like Jacob, my friend Jacob. I met him on a day I was so mad. Like, I was so mad that day because I was in a class at school I didn't like, and I was just standing there at a, it's so hard to explain, it sounds so weird, but this class, I don't remember exactly what a class was called, but this class was the type of class that, like, nature and all this other stuff, and they took us outside, look at the grass, look at the trees and all this stuff, and I did not understand it at all. I didn't get the class at all, so I was just standing there at a gate, and I was just sitting up against the gate, just sitting there looking at everybody do things, and I was just sitting there because I did not like the class. Look to my left, there's this other dude standing there too, the same exact way with his arms crossed. Bro, he looked so mad, like he looked so annoyed. I don't want to say mad, but he looked very annoyed, bro. And next thing you know, me and him just started conversating. I don't even remember who said something first. I think he said something to me first. And this is Jacob, of course, that I'm talking about. Just Jacob. But I had no idea who Jacob was at the time. And we basically just got into, what do you want to do when you get older? Like, and of course we talked about other stuff before that, like, um I don't remember what it was, of course, but of course if I did, I would get into it. But I remember us talking about us having driver's licenses, him having a driver's license, me not having one, his age, my age, and also, like, what did we want to do when we get older? Jacob wants to be a pastor. I want, of course, but I'm just saying what I said. I want to be an actor, and it was a conversation that just started and then just all of a sudden ended. Like when it ended, we were just standing there. We were both just standing there still, and jump forward a couple of days, a week or two later, Jacob tries to keep talking to me, and I didn't expect him to keep trying to talk to me after that conversation, and I kind of started to look at him as a weirdo or something. And now I think about it, I was very dumb at that moment because why am I looking at this dude as a weirdo just because he's been. Actually, I'm not gonna go that far and say I'm dumb for that because my last video I just was talking about how it's hard for me to sometimes it was hard for me to trust people because of bullying and stuff. So I was actually scared a little bit to trust anybody. So that's why I was kind of afraid to give him my number, like talk to him or anything, because he was very like engaging with me at the time. Even after he had just met me, he was trying to get me to come to church with him. And man, it's so crazy to think about Jacob when I first met him because I didn't want to do anything he asked me, like, did I want to do. I really didn't. And when he asked me, could I go to church with him, he asked me for the first time, and I still didn't know him very well. So I was just like, I mean, I don't know. And I wasn't that much into God either, of course. So it was an interesting situation because, of course, other people that were like me, um, who were not into church and stuff in that same class as us, when he would try and talk to me and stuff and pull me to the side and talk to me as class was releasing, when we were all released, people would just be staring at us and looking at us weird or something because two dudes are talking. And you know how people think nowadays, like they'll call you sus or something just because y'all talk every day at the end of class. And I wasn't even that cool with Jacob, but he kept talking to me, and after a while, that's what I'm saying. I was one of those people because I was starting to look at him a little weird too, in that way. But I feel like it's just so crazy to jump to, like to jump to a assumption, like to assume something like that. Like that's a big thing to assume. Like just because I was near somewhere where somebody died, that means I killed that person. Like I know that's a big jump, but I mean, like let's get to it. If we're gonna assume things like that, like that's kind of crazy to assume. So I am sorry for assuming things like that in my head. Of course, I didn't say it to him, but Jacob, I am sorry for assuming those types of things when I first met you because it's just like I think it was just like when I wasn't ready to engage with people, and I'm not an expert at engaging with people right now, but like I see things differently a little bit. But when I wasn't used to engaging with people at all, I was easily just assuming things. So it's way different now, and I would have never seen myself going on a 5 day trip with him. Like at that moment, I would have never seen that, and that right there just shows how far a relationship could go that you don't think anything of. Like I didn't think much about our friendship at all when we first started talking. I was thinking like this is a cool dude. He's probably the nicest. He literally is the nicest guy I've ever met, I think. And don't it really doesn't feel like anybody could top it. Like he's way more innocent than me, and that's a very good thing actually for him, because I mean, of course, he's doesn't really have that much stuff to I mean, I'm not saying you can't be stressing about certain things, but of course, I'm getting at this part about like sinning, like sin with pornography and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really lucky to have somebody like Jacob in my life because if I would have never met him, I feel like I would still be lost today. More lost than I already am right now. Still, like I feel like I would be way more lost, and that's just one of the things, one of the people that give me hope still today. And of course, I met new people at the church other than him, but I was gonna talk about other people, but it all comes down to Jacob really because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be meeting the other people at the church because I wouldn't have been at the church at all. So it's all because of Jacob, to be honest. So thank you, Jacob. But yeah, like I said, I almost relapsed today. God bless I didn't. And yeah, it just feels weird being back home. And I knew it was coming. This is the same day I made the last video. So I said urges are going to be stronger. It's going to take control, self-control. It's going to take some strength. It's going to take smarts, some knowledge to do something about it. What are you going to do when the urge hits? Are you going to pick up your Bible? Are you going to pray? It's so many things to go to, actually, but I feel like it's possibly only one thing that can really help. Or maybe I could say two, because the Bible is actually a pretty good source, but also that protocol is something that really helps me. I just don't want to feel like I'm putting the protocol over the Bible, but I feel like I'm just not as since I'm not so familiar with the Bible still, that's why it feels like the protocol is better for some reason. But guarantee if I get more involved in the Bible and read, when I keep reading, it's gonna feel like a much good source. It might be the top source, especially with how many people at my church um, talk about it. So yeah, today's day, last video. You already know what day it is. So yeah, I just feel like making this video because I had to get some stuff that was on my mind off my mind right now in this moment, because usually when I think of something, I would have never remembered this tomorrow, especially with how much is going on tomorrow. I'll get at that tomorrow and talk about that tomorrow, but until then, peace. Thank you for watching, and yeah, if you enjoy watching, keep watching. I don't know why. I don't think that sounds dumb, me saying if you enjoy watching, but I'm pretty sure you don't enjoy seeing me in pain certain days when I relapse. But I guess if you've enjoyed a little bit of possible knowledge or possible stuff that I could have helped with, of course. If there isn't anything, I'm sorry, but I feel like in future videos that are on the way, I keep learning stuff, of course. I can keep learning anything, so I've advised a lot of things, and I feel like those things can possibly help, but if not, there's other sources to go to, and if it has, I'm very happy that I was able to help, and hopefully I can continue to help with you continuing to watch. So, thank you for watching. See you.